Hi guys, welcome back to AJ's Paintings. Today's video is going to be purely experimental because this is the very first time I'm going to play around with some alcohol inks. I haven't used them for painting ever before. I only used them, I actually just got them because I am playing around with resin and I am working with them with resin. So I thought, why not, try to do some painting as well on the side. So I am going to do this very first time right here with you. Doesn't matter how it comes out, I'll just share the video anyway because this is a learning process. So I have here a wooden panel. This is, I think, 8 by 8, and I painted it with some gesso. So I did one layer of gesso and I sanded it off, and then with I sanded it off with the 240 grit sanding paper. I just used this block, cut the paper in, put it in, and just use that. So I sanded it and went over it again. So 2 coats of gesso. I haven't sanded it yet, so it's still rough, but make sure to sand it because I haven't done alcohol inks before, but I have done other pouring on panels that were gessoed, and if it's not sanded properly it will show the lines and that doesn't look good in the final painting. So this is the process, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to sand it first with the 240 grit sandpaper. You can use 400, 300, doesn't really matter, whatever you have at hand. I have 240, and then from this I'm gonna go on to 320. I don't know if it says in here. I just ripped some paper off from the big sheet. So this is 320, 240, 320, and then this one is 600. Okay, so the higher the number, the finer the grit and more smooth is going to make it. Okay, so safety first. Let me put on my mask. Okay, this is like a normal mask. I hope you'll be able to hear me from it. Okay, so I'm going to take this and I'm just gonna sand it. I'm gonna sand it in a circle. Just put it on a Lazy Susan so it's easier to move. So I'm just sanding it in circles. Okay, so it's already pretty smooth. I'm just gonna go on the sides as well, very quickly. Okay. Now I'm going to move on to 320 grit. So if you don't have that block, just hold it in your hand. Wow, it already feels so much smoother. Okay, this is a very small canvas, so it doesn't really take that long. And now I'm gonna move on to my 600 grit. This is really fine. I was opening the inks because I just opened them with this, and I think I just spilled it on this, and I spilled it in here too. If you're wondering what that dot was, that's ink. Okay, so oh, my hands are dirty again. process is not just for alcohol inks. If you are painting it, if you're pouring on the wood, you will still have to do this. Because if you pour straight on wood, it is going to absorb all the paint. All right, you see? Okay, perfect. Wow, it's so smooth, and you can just feel around to see if there's parts that you might have missed, and just go over them. Just notice that I didn't do the sides after the first one because I don't really care about them right now. I'm like, okay, that's fine. My more focus is the top of the canvas, and you can see it's really smooth. You can't see any brush marks, and it's perfect. Okay, all right, so let me just clean up quickly, and then I'm gonna start my painting. Okay, so I took away all the stuff that I'm not going to need now. So my canvas is ready, and what do I need for this? I need alcohol. This is 99% alcohol. You can use, I'm told that you can use from 91% above, from 91% to 100%, whatever is available. I have 99% right here. I have the alcohol inks. These are from Let's Resin, concentrated inks. I'm not going to be using all of these. I'm just going to, I think, going to work with 2 colors at first because this is my first time, and I just want to play around with them to see what and how it works. I am going to use my mask. This one is 3M, I think. Yep. So because it's alcohol and it's going to get hot, and it is going to get a little bit hard to breathe, and this area is not very well ventilated, so I'm going to use this. And I'm going to use a hair dryer. I took away the attachment from it. We'll see how it works. So I am not going to, you know, going after creating a masterpiece or something. I'm just going to get a feel of how the ink and alcohol works, and let's see. Okay, so let me just put my mask on. I hope you're still able to hear me. Okay, I have my mask on. Okay, so the first thing it's going to do, I'm going to put alcohol on the canvas. I think I'm going to just use these 2 colors, cerulean and purple. Okay, let's see how it works. So I'm going to use this setting on cold. I don't want to do it on hot because it will dry it very fast. Okay, so I'm just going to use a brush. Just put a little bit of alcohol in there. It does dry really, really fast. Doesn't really give you much time to work with it. Okay. Okay, so I think I like how it looks so delicate. I'm gonna keep working on it and see if I can make some areas more darker. You see this part going in like that because I think there's a warp in the wood. So the wood is higher and then low in here. So that's why it's creating those lines going out. I'm gonna experiment, since I'm experimenting anyways, I'm gonna put in some acrylic ink and see what happens to that one, and if that's going to add something to it. So I am going to add gold acrylic ink on it. I'm gonna show you. Just let me put my mask back on. Okay, so the gold is not really moving. It's really heavy for the dryer to move it. Okay, so that created a mess. Just gonna take this part off. Really don't like the gold ink in there. Okay, let me just try to save it. Okay, it's very hard to get paint in here because there's this dip in here. Okay, you know, it's not going anywhere, so let's just add another color to it, see what happens. I actually like how it brings more interest in this area. how the lines are developing. So this is a good exercise, you know, to learn how to control the ink and to take it where you want to take it. Like in the beginning when you saw, mine was going all over the place, but now I am learning kind of to keep it in one spot where I can just keep creating those lines and add more interest in just that area. So let me try to replicate that in here and see what will happen. Right here. I think I need to get the spray bottle for the alcohol so I can control how much I put on it. I really like how it looks in here. Looks like it's starting to take some shape. I don't have any more negative space, so I'm going to get rid of that one as well. I really like this part, and now I like that too. It's so interesting how fast it dries. Okay. Okay, so what did we learn today? First of all, it's gonna take some time to control it, to learn how to control it. The main thing about the acrylic inks paintings I've seen is these lines that it creates. I think the main thing to learn here would be to control where I want those lines and where I want my negative space, because I lost that pretty fast. Also, acrylic inks and alcohol inks don't mix. It just did not move, and it just created a little bit of a mess. It doesn't look bad now because I took it off and I can just see some gold in the background, but I'm going to try to get the gold metallic alcohol ink so I can use that and see how that one is going to work. But I know if I keep working on it, I will keep getting those lines and it's going to create more interest. But I think this serves the purpose of learning how to use it. It is a little bit different from acrylic paints, of course, acrylic pouring paints. How that works and how this works is completely different. But this could be a nice background for gold calligraphy or silver. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put something in the middle, so this will be the background. This is pretty nice for that purpose. Yeah, and using the brush, I think it helps too, because some parts I noticed that alcohol ink was not moving, so I just had to help it a little bit with the brush for it to move, and then that actually got it to move. Some parts looks really cool, like look at this part in here too. That looks really nice. In this part looks nice too. Also this part in the middle. So I think I'm gonna keep playing with it, so I'm able to create something beautiful in the middle and have some negative space on the side. But it's a good exercise to learn. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to do the calligraphy on it, and I'm going to share the picture on my Instagram, and if you follow me you will be able to see that. If you don't, follow me please on Instagram too. It's ajspaintings, at ajspaintings, and I'm also on Facebook, also ajspaintings. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. Staying with me for this long on this in the middle of the mess that I created. But it's fun. This is how we learn. Okay, all right, so I'm gonna upload this video, so hopefully I will get better, and then you will be able to see from where I started and where I'm gonna go. Hopefully it will be a better place. If not, then we'll just stick with pouring acrylic paints. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe if you haven't already. If you're new, thank you so much for watching my video. Please do subscribe, leave me a comment, leave me a like if you like this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Thank you. Bye.